electric scooter doing here in my motovlog channel. But wait, this is not just your ordinary scooter. This is the Ultron T128 scooter. It's big, it's got full suspension, fully electric, and it's fast. Really fast. And today, I am here to review it. Now, when I talk about big, I mean it's really big. It's about 1.4 meters in length and 1.3 meters in height. And the weight is a hefty 60 kilograms. When I talk about fast, I mean it's really fast because it's got dual motors, front and rear, which has about 1,800 watts each. And the battery is also big. It's a 36 amp hour battery, which translates to it should last that long. And it also has 2 charge ports. Now talking about stopping power, it's taken care of by 2 hydraulically operated disc brakes, both front and rear, with 160mm disc rotors. And the good thing about this is, these are mountain bike disc brakes, which means that you can upgrade them to Shimano, Hope, SRAM, and other brakes from other companies if you want to upgrade it too. Now talking about suspension, both front and rear has these aluminum solid swing arms, which has also front and rear shocks, which approximately has 50mm of travel both front and rear, which means that could also have a comfier and a more robust ride for more rides to come in the future. Now talk about grip. The grip is taken care of by 90mm cross-section tires, both front and rear, with approximately 9 inches diameter, both also front and rear, which you can upgrade it to off-road tires if you want to. So as of now, this has CPU tires, and I believe that there are dual sport tires available in the market if you want to upgrade it. But some people ask me if these tires are solid. These are not solid tires. You can fill them with air too, just like tires on your motorcycle. Now ground clearance on this one is pretty good too. It has 190mm ground clearance from the ground and up to here on the bottom part, which means that you can pretty much go off-road if you like to. And one of my favorite features here is that it's got also projector headlights on the front with these demon ring lights also on the front. And I believe these are fog lights also, and underglow red lights underneath here. And it's also got rear functioning brake lights if you like to trigger the brakes too. And one of the most things that I like about this is it's got a horn. Take a look. And shout out to Bubo Gordon Chan for lending me your electric scooter, Bo. Thank you for letting me review your scooter. And also shout out to Iloilo Club of Electric Scooters. Alright, so we got the scooter here. So it's got also an ignition, and if you're gonna turn it on, it's going to be a 60-volt system. So right now we are on 62.4 volts. Here is a horn, a light also, switch, and here the default is normal mode, and if you're gonna push this will be on eco mode. And this is the switch if you're going to go for single or dual motors. You're gonna turn the ignition on and then put the switch on button. I don't know if you can see that, but we're on mode 2. As of now, we got 3 modes. We got the speed meter, the batteries, the time. If you're gonna switch on the mode, we got the trip meter, the odometer, and the volt meter. So if you're gonna change modes, you just click this once. Okay, then select mode 1, 2. Alright, so we're gonna go back to mode 2 and then click it. Alright, so this is the trigger. This is the brakes too. And we have the headlights here, and the horn. On the rear of the scooter, if we're gonna press the brakes, the light or the stop light goes on, like so. This is an additional accessory. This also is an additional accessory. And this phone holder is also an additional accessory. Right, so riding the Ultron electric scooter. So this is an all-electric scooter, guys. So first of all, it's got a height to it. If you're standing, you're not sitting down. And it's got dual motors and approximately 3,600 watts, or that's about a 3.6 kilowatts of power, both front and rear. So 3.6 kilowatts is about 1,800 watts. each motor on the front and the rear. So you got two-wheel drive, and it's got a 36 amp battery. It doesn't have a turn signals yet, and we're off to the highway, but we're on mode 3. Woo! Dual motors. Wow, this is fucking fast, man. I hope that you can see it on the GPS read. Woo! That's freaking fast. That dual motor is intense. That torque is instant. Peak torque is at 0 RPM. So if you compare it to combustion engines, peak torque, for example, on my Aerox is about 6,200 RPM. Kasi it relies on the peak torque of the combustion engine relies on the piston and the crankshaft, your rotational momentum niya. So when it comes to electric motors, peak torque is absolutely amazing. You got torque at 0 RPM. So if you've experienced riding Teslas or electric bikes and motorcycles, you'll be addicted to this kind of torque, peaky torque there. So it's got some weight to it. It's got some size. The tires are good too, because they're a little bit wide, so you're gonna have a lot of grip. But the thing here is I don't have any signal lights. Come on, guys. Papasokin nyo naman kami. Alright, miss. Woo! Amazing torque there. Dual motors. The 3.6 kilowatt motors operating on a 3,600 amp battery, or 36 amps. So that's about 36 amp hours of power, guys. So the owner told me that on one full charge, this would go about 100 kilometers if you're going to be on eco mode. So I'm not on eco mode, and I'm in dual motor, so this has eco mode. So on my right handlebar, I have here the button that activates the dual motors. Hi. Woo! Those kids amazing me. Woo! Freaking amazing torque there. Speed, it's about 85 kph. So on the turns, I just deactivate the front motor, and on the straights, woo, we got dual motors. Reactivate it so we can have instantaneous torque. So on one full charge and a single motor in eco mode, this would go up to 100 kilometers, sabi ng owner, and I am about 56 kilograms, but I am not in eco mode and I am using dual motors. So I am guessing that the battery life or the range of this will be about half as what they mentioned, kasi I'm on wall mode, guys. Let me overtake that. Alright, we're gonna steep slope here. Actually, it's not that steep. We're trying to go to El Circulo, where there is a pretty much kind of a steep hill and slope. So let's try it there. Single motor on the tarmac, so we get more grip. Dual motors, kasi doon may mga sand. So if there is a sand, you're not gonna have so much traction. I am not gonna risk my life speeding in this scooter, and I am freaking standing. Do you know how scary this is, guys? It's just freaking scary. Yeah, and this is freaking fast. I'm really going this fast. Alright. Woo! Yun. So, kurbada po tayo. And I'm using only the single motor. So by the way, this has 3 modes, 1, 2, and 3. So I think there is a kind of a restriction, or the speed restriction, or the power restriction on the tawag dito, on the motors and the controller system. So if you're on mode 1, you're not gonna have full potential of the power, and mode 2, syempre sakto lang, and then mode 3, it's all in, guys. It's all in, plus dual motors. So you got a 1,800 watt motor on the front and the rear, which has a total power of about 3.6 kilowatt. So for reference, guys, this is about 50
or nasa 50 to 55 kilometers. And syempre, yung motor nito, yung electric motor niya is on the front and rear wheel, so power loss is very minimal compared to, for example, my Yamaha Aerox, which is about 116 kilograms, pero it's about 11.6 kilowatts, and this is 3.6 versus 11.6. So, and at the same time, syempre, that horsepower is on the engine crankshaft, not on the wheel. So we have a CVT, so we got a power loss, and syempre you're definitely gonna have a power loss on the scooter or the Aerox, pero ito, it's instantaneous, and torque, peak torque maxes out at 0 RPM. If you can visualize, mapag na-visualize you po guys yung what kind of a scary thing I'm going through right now. So it's kind of scary. You're freaking standing and you're speeding. You don't have a tank to grip your thighs on. Right? Back to dual motors. And on the default mode, I think you can see this eco turbo button. So on default mode is on turbo button. But if you can, if I will switch this on, oh yeah, it's got a kind of a restricted power on it. Ooh. Does this have regenerative braking? I don't know. Oh, I think wala, kasi walang resistance. It doesn't have any resistance on the wheel, so regenerative braking, I think wala siya. Woo! Dual motors, accelerate. Wow, you. Oh, fast. We got 3 bars on the battery here. Hanap nakakaway pa tayo later. This is stupid fast for a scooter and you're standing. Woo! 87 kilometers an hour. 87 kilometers an hour. Oh my god, freaking amazing. And the braking on this one, this has this brakes both front and rear, and hydraulic brakes po siya. So it's got the hydraulic brakes of bicycles. So I saw some guys in YouTube that upgrades these brakes, like a Shimano XT. Pag nag-upgrade po kayo ng mga Shimano like XT and XTR, stuff like that, you're gonna have one finger braking. Pero I'm 56 kilograms, I'm pretty lightweight. I don't think I need that much power. I don't think I need that much power on the brakes. Kasi you're standing, you don't wanna accidentally press on the brakes pag tayo. Kasi you're standing, baka ma-accidente po tayo. So right, so these brakes are kind of enough for me. And I don't know the IP rating on the waterproofing sa engine nito, pero I do not recommend that you guys ride this on a wet conditions kasi this has powerful electric motor. I don't want you guys to short circuit your motors. And this is a full suspension, guys. This has suspension on the front and on the rear. I saw people on the internet off-roading their scooter, but I don't want to ride this off-road, guys. This is not mine. This is not my scooter. Look at me, I'm standing. Gulat sila how fast we are. Right, kuya? Wala tayong signal lights. Overtake ba tayo? That was freaking amazing. I just overtook that speeding vehicle. It's insane. That's an insane amount of torque and acceleration. Wow! Talk about insane. The overtake is really insane. It's an insane feeling. Nangangawit ng mga kamay at mga legs ko dito kasi I'm really standing. I'm in mode 3 and using single motors. Kasi medyo kalmado lang po tayo, guys. Kasi pag palagi tayong dual motors, kasi mabilis maubos yung battery. Pero mag-overtake ako dito. Woo! Yo! People are staring at me. I think yung acceleration rate or yung overtaking rate niya is kind of almost the same as my Yamaha Aerox. Kasi, you know, even if this has a lesser power than the Aerox, this is less weight, less power loss, and the torque is instant. I mean click. I'm about to snap my fingers just to show you the click, but I cannot take my hands off the handlebars, guys. Wow. And one tip, pag nag-ride kayo nito, if you're gonna ride this thing, kasi the electric motor's torque is really instantaneous, baka magugulat kayo. So I recommend that you have a rolling start. Pag sinabing rolling start, you're gonna push it first until you're going about 5 or 10 kilometers an hour, and then you're gonna ride it. I like the horn. The horn is kind of cute. It's really cute. Oo. Sabi niya mabilis daw, guys. Kung alam nyo lang. People are staring at me like crazy. Let's go to Bye Bye Beach, man. I'm freaking Roja City. Shout out to Bubo Gordon Chan for lending me this scooter for a review. Alright, Bo, ang scooter mo, dasig. And everybody's looking at me like crazy. 86 kilometers an hour on the freaking scooter, an electric scooter, guys. And I'm just freaking standing. What the? It's wiggling. It's freaking wiggling. This is such a scary one. I don't get easily scared of riding. I've ridden a CBR 1000 RR, and that's 174 horsepower. But this, it's freaking scary. Freaking scary, guys. Ay nako, nandito lang kayo sa... Hey guys. Woo! Nagulat sila. Nagulat sila sa acceleration. Okay, 2 bars left on my freaking scooter. Oh my god. Oh my god. I know you're not gonna make a right turn. Oh, I just passed that. Woo. God, it's freaking wiggling. Stop wiggling. So the fact that it's wiggling just shows that how fast I am. The road's not perfectly level on this bike. On this road. Woo! Woo! Alright. Go, kuya, go. Woo! It's amazing. Freaking amazing. That torque, that acceleration is kind of a very addictive. Woo! Alright, we got sunset. I'm on a scooter and I'm literally chasing the sunset. Hi. Gulat si ate. Gulat kayo, no? Overtake tayo. Woo! 2 bars. Damn it! Woo! Woo! Just speed for the scooter, guys! Can't believe I'm doing this. Woo! $84 kilometers an hour, 87, 85. Woo! Everybody's staring at me like crazy. Overtake. Sorry guys, I can't help it. It's pretty addictive. The dual motor thing is so addictive. Woo! Woo! So addictive. Alrighty. I'm literally chasing the sunset. So the sunset is here. Oh my my god! Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Okay, okay, stop it, John, stop it, John. Riding the Ultron scooter at night. So one thing I had in mind was the light on this one is pretty good, but not really that bright, just enough to make you visible at night. Let's talk about the Ultron fun factor, because the acceleration is very good. Since the acceleration is very good, I give it a high value for fun factor. I don't really recommend beginners riding this scooter that fast on roads like this and roads na medyo madilim. One problem I have on this one is I don't have signal lights and flashers and side mirrors. So for street use, this is quite good, but not enough. You can put side mirrors and aftermarket turn signals on this one. I'm a motorcyclist. Do I find this very useful in terms of transportation? Yes, this is kind of useful and also fun, and could also be a good alternative, but I think it's not for everybody, since that it's a little bit pricey. Here in the Philippines, it's just about 95,000 pesos. So 95,000 pesos is quite a lot. It can already buy you a decent motorcycle with more horsepower. But in the long run, I think you really can save on this one when it comes to the long term, because it's electric powered, and then you can plug it anywhere you'd like. Alright, so pagdating po sa practicality, one of the advantage of this is electric siya. And I think nakadepende sa lugar nyo, kung saan lugar kayo, depende po sa rates ng per kilowatt hour sa inyo. So definitely, since electric ito, mas makakasave kayo dito. For example, pwede kayo mag ninja moves. Ninja moves as in you can just go, literally go to your office or to your friend's house and magsaksa ka dito. So technically, I think pwede kang makakuha ng libreng charge sa mga ganon, di ba? Pero yung problem na dito guys, no, is yung range nito. Since I think sa wall-wall mode nito, you only got about 50 or 60 kilometers. Pero nakadepende din kung gaano kalayo yung biyahe mo sa isang araw. Kung hindi naman ganun kalayo, I think this could be practical. Pero yung problem lang dito is, if this is not waterproof guys, I do not recommend that you ride this on a heavy rain, kahit na water resistant ito. And pero since this is a 60 volt motor and battery system, I will not risk the chance na mag short circuit ito kasi medyo mahal po.
Good evening! The vlog?
Yes! Yo in the vlog! Shout out GM Apruebo. Right? This is Harbs.
Drive to John's Speed Shift.
Salamat. Salamat.
Now talking about price justification, 95,000 pesos isn't actually that cheap. But if you consider a few things, you might find it a little bit justified. Like for example, the materials on this, it's all aluminum. Some parts here, like for example, the stem here is CNC machine. And considering that these are dual motors, so that is about 1,800 watts on the front and on the rear respectively. And the battery also is a 3,000 or a 36 amp hour lithium ion battery. And also one factor here is it's limited production. Since it's limited, you're not gonna get the price range that you would like on this thing. And the big trade-off here is the fun factor. All my life and all the motorcycles I've driven, I haven't really experienced anything this fast and this fun to ride. So if you ask me if it's really worth 95,000 pesos, I think if you have the money, it's worth every penny.